everyone, welcome back to Tech About Math. I am excited for today's video. It's something that I picked up during distance learning, so I'm excited to share it with you guys. Before I get started, just don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Also, don't forget to click that little bell button so you'll get notified every time that I post a video. So today I am talking to you guys about an app, a website actually called Mentimeter. So I really love Mentimeter. I use it in my classroom, in my virtual classroom more so I should say, and I like the aspect of it's like a survey. It's a free poll survey tool that you can use with your students. Now the free version, you're limited a little bit, however it's fine for the purpose that we as teachers use it. So without further ado, let's get started into Mentimeter. So first of all, there's more than 5 features of Mentimeter. However, I use 5 regularly as a math teacher, and I think that they will be really useful for you as well. So one of the features that I use is the obvious, it's the multiple choice feature. So what I like about the multiple choice feature is that you can actually like show the results in different various like grid modes. So you can show it as like a donut, as like a scale, or as like a bar graph, however you'd like. The second feature that I always use is the word cloud. So I like this as kind of like a pre-assessment sort of, like it's just so I can see what students remember about certain topics. So for example, I'll say like, what word comes to mind when you think of fractions? And then they can just type in 1 or 2 words, and then it forms this nice little word cloud, and it's a great way to engage them because they can see the word cloud as it's being formed, and they can be like, oh yeah, I remember numerator, or I remember denominator, or I remember that it's a piece of something. Like, so that's a really good way to engage kids as like an entrance ticket almost, so that is a good strategy for that as well. The third feature that I love is the open-ended feature, so that you can change to how it's viewed. You can have it as a flowing grid, you could have it be like thought clouds, which is really cool. So if you pose an open-ended question, you want them to type a longer answer to it, you can use this open-ended, and then they will be able to see everyone's answers. It's a good collaboration technique. I used it when I had them explain their problem of the day during distance learning, and the next day I would screenshot some of the exemplary answers and share it with the students. Like, oh, these are some exemplar answers from yesterday's explanation. The fourth one is ranking. So you can actually rank choices like first, second, third, fourth, and so on and so forth. This is a really good way if you're getting to the procedural understanding of certain topics. Like, I'm really big on conceptual understanding, but eventually kids have to learn the procedures, the standard procedures. So you can do this ranking and order the process. So like, what's the first step, the second step, the third step in solving a certain type of math problem. This also lends itself well to word problems. Sometimes kids forget, or like they're not really the best with explaining the steps that they took to solve a problem. So this would be a great way to say, well, what are the steps that you would take to solve this word problem? And finally, the fifth strategy that I use, the fifth technique from Mentimeter, again, that's what I'm talking about today. This is all Mentimeter, which is awesome. I will put the link for you guys in the show notes. But the fifth feature that I love is the image choice. So you can say, which of these images shows a improper, or not an improper fraction, I'm sorry. Which of these images shows a fraction greater than 1? Which of these images shows a fraction equivalent to 7/10? And you can have it and it shows like a voting thing. Or you can even use it as like the survey technique. So have a survey or a poll, like your favorite ice cream or something like that, and it'll create a bar graph. So the kids can actually, you can talk about analyzing the data and things like that as well. So the image choice is a really awesome feature. So all of these are really great ways to start using Mentimeter in your classroom. Of course, there's more. There are more features. If you pay for it, you can use more than one slide, but I usually only use about 1 slide per lesson. And I only use it like once during the lesson because I don't want to overwhelm the students again with all the technology. If you have a chance to set up the groundwork and use technology often in your lessons, that's great, but sometimes it can get a little overwhelming for younger kids, so I only use it like once as like an entrance ticket or like an exit ticket or some type of thing where I need to collect the data. So that might be something that you want to look into and try out. I did write a blog post. I talk about 7 websites for digital like free tools for teachers, so make sure you check that out. It comes out on Wednesday, so once it's out I will link that into the show notes as well. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Again, don't forget to like and subscribe and click that little bell so that you can get notified whenever I post a new video every Monday. Have a good day.